Marcia here. Today, everyone knows about Pilates and yoga. Interestingly, both are associated with cats. But in the case of Pilates, did you know it was originally inspired by cat watching on the Isle of Man? The beginnings of Pilates rose out of the dark chapter in British history when as many as 23,000 people were forced to go to Knockalow internment camp on the island in the Irish Sea. Among them was Joseph Hubertus Pilates from Germany. Pilates was living in England at the time and traveling with circus performers during the outbreak of World War I. Not long after the war started, he and his troupe were rounded up and taken to the camp on September 12, 1915. Like thousands of others, the government branded them enemy aliens in the panic. Despite the grim circumstances, Pilates quickly made the most of the situation. 15 days after arriving, a century-old postcard suggests he took part of a gymnastics festival with other men. Historians believe he also became an intern in the camp's hospital. He helped patients keep moving, despite their low morale and confinement in beds. He innovated with what he had, using the springs from the bed frames to create the first Pilates apparatus. And his workouts, destined to spread worldwide, were inspired by the local cats from the grounds. While a prisoner in the camp for 3.5 years, Pilates passed the mundane time by studying cats. On the Isle of Man, tailless Manx cats are common, so he might have been watching these outgoing cats. Whatever the case, their natural vigor inspired Pilates, and he attributed it in part to their constant stretching movements. Why were cats in such good shape, so bright-eyed, while the humans were growing every day paler, weaker, and ready to give up if they caught a cold or fell down or sprained an ankle? The answer came to Joe when he began carefully observing the cats and analyzing their motions for hours at a time, stated a 1962 Sports Illustrated interview with Pilates. The article was entitled "Learning to be an Animal." He saw them when they had nothing else to do, stretching their legs out, stretching, keeping their muscles limber, alive, the article continued. After his release in March of 1919, Joseph returned to Germany and then departed to New York at age 40, eventually opening his first gym with many famous clients. And the rest is history. While fitness is also popular on social media, Controlology doesn't seek to build overdeveloped bulging muscles, but emphasizes sleek, cat-like flexibility. Normal muscles should function naturally in the same manner as the muscles of animals, states Pilates in Return to Life through Controlology. For instance, at the very next opportunity, watch a cat as it lazily opens its eyes, slowly looks around, and gradually prepares to rise from a nap. First, it gradually raises on its hindquarters and then gradually lowers itself again. At the same time, sprawling out on the floor, leisurely stretching its forepaws with extended claws and legs. Observe closely how all its back muscles ripple as it stretches and relaxes itself. Cats, as well as other animals, acquire this ideal range of motion because they are constantly stretching and relaxing themselves, sharpening their claws, twisting, squirming, turning, climbing, wrestling, and fighting. Also observe how cats sleep utterly relaxed, whether they happen to be lying on their back, side, or belly. Controlology exercises emphasize the need for constant stretching and relaxing. You can learn more about the Knockalow internment camp from the Visitor Center on the island, which is also on Facebook. In 2016, over 1,000 people took part in the Pilates class at the Knockalow Visitors Center, and classes have continued annually since. Well, that's a bit of history I never knew about. Cooper Marchie here. Ciao.